By the way, if you don't know what you're doing, consult a professional. Actually, you do have to take the calipers off. As you might know already, I'm doing a ride in a few days, and as I was inspecting the bike, doing my, forget about this mess here, okay. So I was going through my service record, doing my inspections on the front tire. Even though I have only 9,000 miles on it, it's a Michelin Commander 3. I only have 9,000 miles on it. It's been on the bike about a year. And it's already down to the wear bars, like really close. Now, if I wasn't going on a 4,000 mile ride, I'd probably leave it on there for a while. I mean, it's got a few thousand miles left on it. But since I'm going to Colorado from here and Utah and all that, some other videos, you can see that. Since I'm going to Colorado and Utah and whatnot, better safe than sorry. I'm going to go ahead and put a new front tire on it. And that involves me taking off the front tire. So I've already ordered the tire and told them I'd bring the wheel in Tuesday. They'll get it done. I'm gonna bring it in the morning, pick it up in the afternoon, put the tire back on Tuesday. Fingers crossed. And then we'll be ready to go. I think that's the last thing. Of course, I have to ride it around and make sure nothing falls off of it. But that'll be the last thing that we do before the big trip. I thought I'd invite you guys here for the process. Here we go. A lot of people say these are junk tools, but I will tell you what, this thing works really well. Let me prove it. Loud noises. Look at that. No problemo. Oh boy, you sure that's not metric? That's definitely not standard. Metric, who knew? I didn't. Remember earlier when I said it was not metric? You do have to take the calipers off because the rim's in the way. So I'm an idiot, and I admit it. Always wear your safety sandals. You don't want to hurt your toes. Now we just roll this out. There you go, folks. That's how you take a front tire off. Be sure to take your calipers loose, hang them first, and then just pop it out. When you put it back, do not forget to put that screw in. So you can see the wear bars right here. I don't know if you can see. There's some tread left in here. These tires aren't done yet, but especially over here, look at that. It's got a lot of miles on it, but here's what I'm looking at, and this is consistent across the tire. You can find another wear bar right here. This little wear bar. I just don't think that's ready to go on a 4,000 mile trip to Colorado, twisty mountains, all that stuff. We might hit rain, and I definitely want my treads as deep as I can get them for that. A lot of those roads are pretty treacherous, so we're gonna go safety first. I'm gonna hang on to this tire though. When the other tire's done, if I can get another 3,000 or 4,000 miles out of this, might save me having to buy tires so quick. That's it with the removal. Let's take it to the store and get a new tire. What do you think? I looked at my tire, and the front tire was close to the wear bars, and the trip's about, close to 4,000 miles. So I thought, I probably ought to get a new tire. It's an American Elite. The tire's fine. The bearings are kind of notchy. It feels like it's, I don't know. It's not good. So I gotta put new bearings in there. So but we're gonna get that done. So I'm just gonna go pick up some at my local shop here. Cycle Gear said those. He said, yeah, I noticed that, but I thought they were okay. Really? They're not okay. We're gonna replace them. I'll get that done, and the bike should be finito this afternoon. Stay tuned. It's gonna happen soon, I promise.
A few moments later.
About to do the bearings here. I just want to let you know. These are, I don't remember if these were OEMs or aftermarkets, but I did change them out about 30,000 miles ago, which is actually disappointing. Okay, let's do it that way. And, okay. I see how this is gonna go. Oh, man. There we go. See, I'm holding it on the back side with that Allen bolt that goes in the little indent so it doesn't spin, and that bearing is just coming right out. Nice. Okay. Voila! Yeah, looks clean. Alrighty. This bearing should come right on out. I need to get where I can hold this thing with my feet. There we go. Alright, I had to take it down to the ground and whoo, almost lost the camera. Had to take it down to the ground and break it. I think. Hope I didn't break the. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. Well, this one was in there. This is coming out. There we go. Easy peasy, folks. That bearing's shot. There's no grease left in there at all, but this one still feels good, so yeah. All right, now this should go right in because there's nothing blocking it like there was before. Look at that, like butter. Okay, that is in. Now I just got to do the other side. See, there's a spacer right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Just sliding right in. Yeah. Well, that was so much easier than the other side. Okay. That's tight. That's in. We are done. There you go. Flush and flush. Let's put this thing on. ABS bearings right here. ABS sensors on this side, so everything is lined up. Just need to get this puppy in here. And should be close. And yeah. There we go. Well, that works really good. Okay, we gotta torque that. Is that 75? Oh, 81. Oh, that's enough. Okay. We have reached our target. That was easy. Don't forget to put this bolt in. That keeps your axle from coming out. Well, that and the other bolt we just put on, but this is an important bolt. All right, let's get on to some brakes here. Something stupid. No, I didn't. Okay. I was gonna have to take the fender off. So I don't know if you remember, but I did it sort of in the wrong order before I took the calipers off after the wheel was already down, so less stuff in the way. But we're good. There we go. Yeah, that's it, man. Brakes are done, bearings are done. New front tire. I think we're ready to go now. Just have to pack. ABS light's still blinking, but it does that until you start rolling. So I hope it goes out. I hope it doesn't stay on. That'd be bad. And it went out as soon as I started rolling. Yeah, it's hot in that garage. Feels good out here. Feels good. Brakes work. Yeah, everything feels good. Muy bueno. We are done, folks. This bike is fixed. 4,000 miles in 10 days. Starting July 31st, Friday, 2026. Me, Paul Mata from Paul on the Run are going to ride to Loveland, Colorado from Texas to Loveland, Colorado via New Mexico, Utah, and then all the way up through with lots of really cool stuff. And we'll edit a little bit of that and get it out there so you guys can live vicariously through me and Paul Mata. Or maybe just get some ideas for where you want to ride. I will be posting the maps. They're Harley Ride Planner maps. They're public access. If you have the link, you can see the map. And, you know, put them out there. And you want to do your own ride one day, jump after it. So I'll post it in the playlist for this trip. So anyway, that's it, folks. Peace. Oh, that's so good. Everything's good right now. What a difference a front tire and some bearings make, huh? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a little thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Take care. Peace out. I'm gonna go ride.